Applied? Is it now applied? Oh wow, now it's applied. Do
Oh
we gotta do the
wow.
intro again? Look how rusty we are.
Super rusty.
Look, it's been 3 weeks, and look what
Okay.
happens when you're gone for
The
3
reason
weeks.
why we're rusty is because of the coronavirus. I got the coronavirus at the end of July on a Sunday, and it was terrible. Luckily, Prodigy got tested. He was negative. He's got tested twice, and he's negative. I'm negative. I've been negative since last week, but we're still kind of like maybe we should wait another week before we come into studio and do the show. I'm telling you, if you haven't gotten it, you're lucky. Stay safe.
You don't wanna
get
get
it.
it.
It sucks. It is terrible. It's not fun at all. It messes with your body completely with different side effects that you get, and it's just terrible. It just sucks. Luckily, we had a lot of help. My mom would come and drop off stuff. Different people helped us out. My best friend's wife brought us soup one day. It was funny because Bastion's like, man, David's wife's food soup was better than restaurant soup. Like, it's so good.
Restaurants.
And
Yep.
but we're excited. We're excited to finally come into studio and actually put in some work in here. There's so much stuff that we have to talk about, man. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, but no games to show because there's no games this week.
There's no games coming out this week.
I think that's like the first time I've ever seen something. I'm sure there is games that'll come out that are like come out of left field without us knowing. Maybe Thursday we have the Gamescom coming out. The opening of Gamescom.
Oh man, dude, that's this week already.
That happens on Thursday.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
So there's a lot of news coming out, but we have a lot of news. First off, it's something that came out when we were in the coronavirus thing, but it's something big that I wanted to talk about, and it was that Xbox is coming out in November. That's the good news, and then the bad news is that Halo Infinite gets postponed to the following year.
Delayed.
I just wanted to talk about this because I saw other outlets talking about it, And they were like, nah, it's no big deal. It's good that they canceled it so they can have more time to work on it. My thing is, okay, one, why did they cancel it? Did they cancel it because of the backlash that they got from showing the game off? Or is it because
Saw the gameplay. Or right here. This is the demo. Well, right now we're showing a cutscene of what they showed off during the Xbox.
kind of Halo? I didn't see any, like,
But
new
was it good Halo or bad Halo?
shoot. Like, it did, like, my thing is I wanted to see Halo take it to the next level. Series X and Xbox One, but I wanted to see Halo take it to the next level.
Yeah, like a top next tier type of thing.
Yeah. I didn't want. I don't. You know, they kind of messed up in Halo 5.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were very upset with the campaign. Halo always knocks it out with.
One thing I didn't like was literally what you mentioned, was that the gameplay seemed stale to me. Maybe it's me. I'm not a big Halo person. Like, I've never like really played all of them, or stuff like that. But I don't know. And then they come out the same day saying this is a pre-alpha build from 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Why would you show that off and not show what you have right now?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to say this is current gameplay and this is what you're gonna get, but then there was something that you guys built like a couple months ago. Why would you?
Yeah, my thing is like, if I owned the company, if I was 343, I would say, you 5 guys, I want you guys to work on the demo. I want you to get the best of the best. I want it to look amazing. That way, when we show it off, we want to blow people's socks off. That's what I want. I'm not gonna say, hey, Billy, do you have anything in the library that we could show maybe from 4 months ago? Because we have this big showcase. Dude, these showcases, big, jobs, freaking big bonuses come from this, because if they do such a good job, they sell a lot of Xboxes, they sell a lot of Halos, people make more money, there's more jobs. So it's significant.
It's super important.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially coming straight out the gate saying this is the first gameplay you're going to see of Halo Infinite, the game that is going to destroy our next gen. It's going to be the best on Series X, blah, blah, blah. You're not going to come in with some half-baked.
This was going to be their flagship game for when, like, you're going to buy the Series X because this.
And it comes out this time with the console.
When they showed it off.
Yeah.
So now, okay, that the showing off thing that happened.
Yeah.
My thing is, do you think the fact that they moved the game, that they canceled it, and they moved it to next year, do you think that's a big problem for Xbox? Because the other outlets were like, it's okay. I
think it is a big issue.
I thought it was. The whole time I'm screaming, like, I'm watching them, I'm like, dude, like, this is big. This is huge. Because people that are sitting on the fence, do I get an Xbox or do I get a PlayStation? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna get a Xbox because I'm gonna play Halo. Now there is no Halo. What game are they gonna play? Are they going to play? Are they gonna play Forza? Another Forza game?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that PlayStation's got hitters for their launch. But they have something at least. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a 10-hour Spider-Man Morales game. But that's something new, something that I cannot play on my PS4.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, do you think that this is going to affect the sales of the Xbox Series X by them not having a flagship first party game to push the game?
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I think delaying a game that was supposed to be, the Halo, the best Halo. This is going to be a Halo comeback. After 5, people really didn't like it because of the single player or whatever. And this was going to be the Halo comeback and next gen, running Xbox Series X specs, power, and them delaying it by, a couple of months because they didn't really give us. They didn't give a specific date. All they said was 2021. So we're thinking it's hopefully early 2021.
I think they said spring. So
I would
maybe
say
April, May, around there.
I think it would definitely might halt some of the sales that happen at launch or maybe first week or first month sales, because people are going to be like, I was going to get for Halo, but Halo's not coming out with the console.
I'll just wait.
I can just wait after Christmas or get it.
I'll get a PlayStation 5 now for Christmas, and then I'll get an Xbox
later in April or March, whatever. So, this definitely is going to affect, or change some people's minds for sure, because, people were waiting for this. They got to see it, but now they heard about the delay. So that does turn some heads. The delay does turn some heads.
I think the thing that Xbox is gonna put their flag on is on the Game Pass. They have a lot of stuff. They can say, hey, buy the Series X. This is the best place to play the Game Pass. We get all the exclusive Xbox games. And Phil Spencer's pushing to get more third-party games to come to Xbox Game Pass. If he could accomplish that and get a lot of these third-party games to come out day to day, like when they launch on Game Pass, that would be huge. Do I see it happening as a business owner? Because I own a small business. I don't see it as a business. If you and I are making a game that we could make $60 or maybe even $70 for the new consoles, why would I give it out for free? Like I know that Xbox must have to give us something.
Yeah.
Say, hey guys, here's $1 million for this game, so you could put it on Game Pass. I don't see it happening day to day. I see it maybe like a year later.
Yeah, I agree.
If I come out with this game, I'm gonna try to sell as many copies as I can in 1 year. Yeah. Okay, guys, we sold 1 million. Okay, let's go to Game Pass now.
The only way I can see that when you say day to day might be small indie developers that don't have a publisher.
Okay.
So they use Xbox as a way to expose their game.
like Super Meat Boy.
Yeah. I would not see
a company that hasn't come out yet. And
I would not see Double Fine that already has their
Double Fine's owned by Xbox. But I get what you're saying, like a 2K game.
Devolver. So Fall Guys.
Borderlands 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that too. They already have their own thing, so they wouldn't do it day to day. But for sure, I think small indie developers are looking for a way to get their game out there. Xbox can lend a hand or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do see happening. But either way, even if it does come, maybe let's say a month after launch or months after launch, still the games to the library are immense in Xbox. The game in the Xbox Game Pass. So I mean, I think it's a great thing.
Since it came out, pound for pound, buck for buck. This is the best deal for video gaming.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that one day PlayStation Now turns into a
nice revamp. They revamp everything. PlayStation Now.
Yeah, and it kind of that's the thing. I don't see PlayStation doing it because you have games like Ghost of Tsushima that come out and sell for $60 and they're killing it. Last of Us comes out for $60 and they're killing it. Why would they say, hey, instead of making $60 for a game, like we're gonna go with the Netflix model? Netflix has been out and they're killing it. They're making their own money, but movie theaters and like DC, we're gonna talk about later. It's coming out with a bunch of movies, and they're not going to Netflix with these movies. They're going to the movie theaters. They're making their money the old conventional way, because that's where the big bucks are. Where you have your Avengers movie making billions of dollars. And so that's the dynamic. I hope PlayStation Now kind of maybe says, hey, Ghost of Tsushima, you've been out for 1.5 years. Guess what? Now you're automatically coming to the PlayStation.
And I think they've slowly done that. They did a God of War.
Yeah, but they took it out
2 years after.
I don't like that. If you go in there, that's it. You're in there like that. In and out. Like I'm gonna put you in for a little while, take you out for.
It's like Netflix.
Xbox is like you're in there. You're in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. You are right. So yeah, hopefully we see Sony might learn from some things, But actually talking about Sony, now that we're on the topic of PlayStation, now we heard some rumors this week, and we've been hearing a lot of rumors past couple months. Now, I think this rumor, feels true to me. It feels like something that might happen.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the price launch and date. Well, date can be speculation. I think it's gonna be near the time that we have here. So for the PS5, at least the base PS5, so I'm thinking digital edition is what's being listed here for $500 on November 13th.
So if that's the digital version, how much is the other one? $600?
See, that's where I to me I wouldn't want it to be 600.
I think right now with this pandemic,
I think 550 would be the max that anyone would want for just, I guess.
I think for Sony has to stay away from the $600
Number.
price of death
Number.
because of past history. But even at 500 for the base one, I think the more expensive one should be 500, and the base one maybe 450, 400 would be awesome.
That would be
Because
awesome.
with the pandemic, the way it's gone, people are not working. They don't have a lot of disposable income that they can just go around. Because think about it, if you buy a PS5 for $500, you buy an extra controller, you buy Spider-Man Morales, you're almost at the $700, $800, depending on how much this controller with all these crazy buttons costs. If it's costs, the one right now, how much are PlayStation 4 controllers? 70,
30.
30?
Whoa,
No.
PlayStation.
Where you could buy?
Were
30?
you buying $70 controllers?
If you go to Best Buy, how much is a controller?
No way. Dude,
Nah,
are
I'm
you
not
getting
talking-
wait,
I'm not
are you
talking
getting
about
the ones
discounted.
with the camo skin, the newest skins?
Even the black one. How much is the black one? $50. Like you're nowhere you're getting no PlayStation controller for $30 unless you're getting a pre-owned one.
Wait.
So let's say $50. How much is the new controller gonna be? 70, 80?
I think the new controllers are gonna be pretty pricey.
Exactly,
I think 70 would have to be the price.
So going back to what I said, like if their price is at $500, but that being said, November 13th sounds like a good date.
That's a great day. It's my grandma's birthday. Your mama's
my
birthday.
My mama's, your grandma's. My thing is, is PlayStation gonna go before Xbox, or Xbox gonna come out before PlayStation?
I mean, last time that earlier
week.
launch hit good for for PlayStation 4.
That's why I still think that the Sony is not gonna show a price or a date until Xbox does. I'm telling you,
Dude, we are about to hit September in about about a week.
we're like 2 months
Dude,
away.
we're
from
like
this
2 months away from this, and there's still no damn price tag or no launch.
It's
from
because the way
the
the world
officials.
is with this whole
It
coronavirus
is. It's
thing.
crazy. It's crazy.
It's a big decision that they have to make because the generation depends on a good.
Because it's a make or break when it comes to jumping into generations. Because this is not like the Pro or the Xbox One X, right? Yeah.
One X.
The X, where it's just an upgrade. This is a whole damn generation jump. So it's gonna be really important for them as business people to know what to say, when to launch, what price, and all that, because it's gonna make or break the system. Jumping into more like in-depth or specifics on a game that is going to be coming out on next gen, Deathloop, which if you guys haven't heard of it, was the Bethesda game that came out, which I think it's a multiplayer, right? It's going to have multiplayer where it's like a bounty hunter and hunting each other.
And what's going to be a PlayStation launch game?
Didn't they move it?
That's what we haven't. I don't know if people know this, but it got postponed as well. The same week that Xbox announced Halo, PlayStation announced that Deathloop was getting postponed. But they also announced something that was very cool that I thought it was, something that I've never experienced, a gun jamming in a game. And not just that, you would feel the gun getting jammed on your PS5 controller. Mm-hmm. And I thought that's an awesome concept, and how other companies and other games could implement something like that. Like what if your soccer player gets hurt and then you go to press the turbo so you can run and that's jammed and you can't. Or like a wide receiver gets hurt, or a basketball player that pulls his calf muscle and then you can't dunk, or I think that's
I forgot who I think it was Riker mentioned in our chat. He was like, what if people don't know about this mechanic and they start pressing it in and they break the R2 because they didn't know that's what it was doing, like it was jamming?
Now that you said that, I saw a picture on Instagram of a lady that was waiting in line for like 3 hours. And then the police officer came and told them, ma'am, why are you in line? She's like, no, I'm just in line to purchase this. And he's like, I don't know if you noticed, but the 3 guys in front of you are mannequins. Oh. And I was like, oh my goodness. So when you're saying that, the person not knowing and just like, just jamming on the
you have to
R2.
put like in the tutorial a lot of warnings, Guys, make sure that you remember that your controller locks.
Could get Lock.
so it doesn't get jammed. But that's
But
pretty cool.
but that's got to be a mechanic where if it locks up, you have to do something to unjam the gun.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure they're like, okay, we're gonna lock your gun. Oh, you feel that? That means your gun's jammed, and this is what you got to do.
Yeah, because in the end, if you're being chased by someone that's trying to kill you, there has to be some obstacles in the way so they don't kill you like nothing.
Yeah.
It's because it's not really a fight.
Yeah.
So the gun jamming,
And then it happens in real life. Guns do jam in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was a cool concept. It sucks that Deathloop got pushed back. I was looking forward to this game. The concept of it, it's awesome. You have two bounty hunters trying to kill each other, and the whole time manipulation stuff. I thought that was cool. Something that I didn't think was gonna happen.
I don't think anyone saw this coming. This was so out of left field.
Yeah, I Hitman's excited because he hasn't stopped playing this game since it came out. It's Ghost of Tsushima. They actually announced that they're gonna have a multiplayer for it.
Yes.
What is that gonna look like? Like, what is a multiplayer Ghost of Tsushima? Or is it like a multiplayer Assassin's Creed style game?
I guess.
But it's more of a co-op mode.
It's going to be 4 players, if I'm not mistaken. They're calling it Ghost of Tsushima Legends, and they're gonna have like their own missions and everything incorporated.
I can't wait. Ghost of Tsushima is an awesome game, and to be able to play with your friends and just like, there's this city. We need you to take all the people out, however you want, and get somebody out of there. I think that's awesome.
Go do your thing. So I mean, this is coming out in fall, so it's coming out this year. But it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be awesome. With 4 people just being ninja or ghosts as they call it, and it's gonna be free. So that's the best part right there. Is that's gonna be free. I mean, from what I'm seeing though, it's gonna be like a lot of. Seems like some mythological stuff is going on here. Yeah. It's not gonna be straight up how the main game. I mean, I don't know if the main game doesn't dive too deep into mythology that much, right?
No, it's pretty grounded.
Yeah, so it's gonna be really cool to see some more content. I'm glad that Sucker Punch is doing this. They've always had some pretty good, extensions in their content when it comes to their games. Second Son had First Light, which was kind of a spin-off, I guess. Yeah. I remember Infamous 2 had the Rush of Blood when he became a vampire and stuff like that. So we'll see. Hopefully. It's going to be really cool. Which, that reminds me, Dying Light, the Hellraider mode came out for it?
What?
Yes. I think it came out. I think it came out probably a week ago. Yeah.
That game, from when it started to where it is now, is like a completely different game. But at the same time, like, I think game is Dying Light came out like almost launched PS3 almost, right? Like the first year.
I think it was first or second year of PS4 launch. Dude, it was like super. That's what I'm saying. That game is super old.
Imagine Rainbow's been around for almost 6 years now.
Mm-hmm. Which we're going to get into Rainbow. I was going to say we could jump into Rainbow, but there's something else that's very interesting that came out this week. If you guys, I'm guessing this is like their D23.
Who's?
DC.
Oh.
So DC fandom.
Wait. Before you go, what about the PlayStation VR 2, bro?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, they showed off.
My bad.
They are working on a PlayStation VR 2. Yeah. We are big fans of VR. I think that's like the future of gaming as far as being immersed and stuff.
Yes.
I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. And as far as
I'm just excited for the tech jump, like the tech upgrade.
I want something like the Vive Index on the PlayStation version. I want to be able to play Alex on my PlayStation. I want to be able to see the fidelity of that on PlayStation, and I can't wait. Of course, we always say it: new controllers, new camera.
Yes.
I hope the new camera that they showed off is actually 1080p.
The sensors
4K,
is so important. Like, I was playing Beat Saber this week because of the new Linkin Park drop, and I was like, there was times where I would get frustrated because, I feel like that crap, the camera isn't picking up my movements because I'm moving too fast, and I'm like, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for some new tech, for some new controllers, some new tracking. Because when you go from only like a nice, let's say 180, it's not the same as you can turn around, walk freely, and do stuff.
You got to try Beat Saber 360, right, over there?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I've only played it at 90 degrees, which is what PlayStation has.
Mm.
But I know Oculus and all the other ones that have the 360 degree can play 360 degree. But I'm talking about in any game, if you're stuck to having to press buttons to turn your camera because you can't go around, you lose the immersion there.
Yeah.
For you. So I'm definitely excited. And the fact that you're going to be able to watch esports in VR, it's pretty cool. I mean, we've already tried it with the Oculus Quest. We can watch
basketball games,
sports and live basketball games on it. So I mean, it's in the future in many ways. VR is going into to the future of so many things.
Well, Oculus now makes you have to log in with your Facebook account.
Oh, wow.
So it forces anyone that has an Oculus to have a Facebook account because Facebook wants to integrate everything to VR. They're almost, I think they had a beta for their little
what
world.
do they call
their
it? Facebook World or something? I don't remember the name of it.
But in the future, that's what they want. They want to be able to sell you UFC, Royal Rumble today. It's SummerSlam, I guess, for WWE fans out there. They want to sell you all that stuff, and that's where the future's taking us. Basically, it's gonna be crazy.
It is. I'm waiting to the Ready Player One days where you're using your own headsets, which actually Hyperscape reminds me of Ready Player One.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
Yeah, because Hyperscape is the world, so that would be the world of Ready Player One.
Yeah.
And no, that's not what they call it. What do they call it? The Nexus or something? Oasis. There you go. That's their Oasis.
Yeah.
So I think Ubisoft did a great job doing that because they can make modes and worlds and stem from there and just call it the Hyperscape, and it has a billion things from there.
Yeah.
But that's another topic. So going to what I skipped to by accident was that DC Fandom. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, DC Fandom.
DC Fandom happened this week,
which was, I think, a great event, and I think DC did a great job of kind of putting the spotlight on themselves. Mm-hmm. There's a huge Marvel community, but there's a huge DC community as well, and they did a good job of highlighting a lot of stuff. They got movies that I didn't even think were coming out. It was awesome.
They even had like these animated movies coming out as well, that they showed off. But we're going to be talking about the games that they showed off.
Yeah. Of course, they showed off Wonder Woman. They showed off. The one that kind of threw me off was Black Adam because it was like a CG trailer. I'm like, is this a CG movie or is it going to be a real movie?
The Black Adam trailer really threw me off because of that same reason. I'm like, wait, wasn't The Rock supposed to be live action acting as Black Adam in this movie?
Yeah.
Again, though, I don't know if that was a teaser
I think
or not.
It's a teaser because what happens is that with the pandemic, I don't think they've been able to film a lot of stuff. So they're like, it is coming. We are doing it. This is kind of like the background story, which I thought was cool because I know a little bit of Shazam and I know Black Adam is his like his Lex Luthor to his Superman or whatever. Yeah. But the backstory behind it, I thought it was cool because when they told me they were gonna make a Black Adam movie, I'm like, but he's the villain. Like, when do they make villain movies? Mm-hmm. So they made Venom, but Venom is kind of like an anti-hero almost kind of.
Or Joker.
Yeah, the Joker, I guess. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Now they also show Suicide Squad, which has like 100 different actors. They have all these different characters. Mm-hmm. I'm interested in just watching the movie just to see how they're gonna make all that work.
And the funny thing is that when I saw Suicide Squad, because I was going through the news, so I was reading through it, and I'm like, Suicide Squad, and then I read something else, Suicide Squad the game, and I'm like, wait, is this a game or is this a movie? And then later I found out it's both. I'm like, oh, so they're redoing Suicide Squad. Who's the director? I don't know if I remember.
I didn't see the director. I just saw there was a lot of actors and actresses. They have a bunch of DC characters in it.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
So, I guess if they didn't get it right the first time, they're like, let's try it.
No, I don't think this is a rework. This is
it's not a reboot.
Yeah. No.
So wait, this is going to be a sequel to it?
Yeah. They got the same Harley Quinn. They just added a bunch of new characters to it.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get into the games.
That's what we're here for. We're here to
talk games.
So we're going to start off with the game, which they showed off a bit of gameplay.
This
from.
one's made by WB Montreal, the one that made Batman Origins. Okay, so they've been working on this game. This is the one that has the kind of Court of Owls twist to it that we've been talking about for months, and
felt like years.
And Prodigy is not excited for this game. I don't know why, but I am.
I already told you why I'm not excited.
Oh, because yeah, I'll let you explain why. But I like the fact that it's still kind of in that same Batman Arkham
like world-ish.
I liked the Court of Owls, how they look, and just seeing all the coffins. Hopefully you get to see it, but the trailer that we're showing off. And just I like the fact that you get to use other characters, and they're all different. Like you have Robin is different than Nightwing. Nightwing's different from Batgirl. And then you have freaking the Red Hood, dude. The Red Hood.
I think that's why you're
Jason
so excited.
Todd, dude. I can't wait to just go around just bucking on people. And they all look like they all have different advantages and disadvantages. They all look different. I'm just excited for that. I want to know what happened to Batman. And is he? Come on. Is he really dead?
What do you mean, bro?
Like,
Batman can't die. Are you really asking that question?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know somehow
Batman beat Superman himself. Of course he can. Of course he's gonna live.
It's all part of a master plot that he has.
It's a master plot that he thought of years in advance.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this Batman game?
So the everything you mentioned is exactly what I like. Those are all the positives. I love it. I love that we can play new characters. I know they had DLCs for new characters, but
you only got to fight in an arena with them. You didn't get to actually play the game.
Yeah, and maybe I think the Joker had like mini missions, but besides that, here full-fledged, these characters are like important roles. You're gonna be playing Batgirl. You're gonna be playing Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and they're gonna play pivotal roles in the game. So this is gonna be a full-fledged game with characters you can choose from. Now, all that's amazing, but what I dislike is the gameplay itself.
Why?
We're gonna talk about it later. It goes into the Avengers gameplay.
How do you know it's got Avengers gameplay?
What do you mean? How do I know?
Yeah.
Because I played the beta for Avengers.
No, but no, I'm talking about this game. How do you know this game?
Okay, now it's not gonna have the same.
How do you know it's multiplayer?
I didn't say it's multiplayer. Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the way the game right now, how it looks, the gameplay, and the way it's working, feels like it.
Okay.
They have the hit point system, which never existed in a Batman game, at least the Batman Arkham series.
I need to rewatch the trailer.
Did you not watch the right gameplay?
They had gameplay footage?
Yes. That.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just saw this trailer. I just saw this trailer.
Oh, see, that's why. No. It feels very RPG-ish in the sense of where I think there might be gear, there might be the stats.
No,
and like,
why?
I don't know why.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch that crap then. Why would you mess it up like that? Because the way
the way
before,
Arkham was perfect.
And if it's first player and you could switch between 2 or 3 characters like you did before with Batwoman and you would do combos and stuff, why mess up? Dude, if you have a formula that freaking works, you can make it a little different. You could add pineapple and ham to it, but don't start putting ice cream on it and just completely making it something different. Like, dude, oh my god.
That's why we'll after the show we'll have some second opinion. Yeah, that's why I was telling you. I'm like, dude, Kuko, are you sure you like? In my mind, I'm like, I don't know if Kuko saw the gameplay because I don't really think Kuko would like a Batman game like this.
I was sold on this thing right here.
Dude, when I saw this, I was sold too. And then I kept looking, and I saw those gameplay, and I was like, I don't know. Because, man, the idea is amazing. The way they're executing it looks great.
The Court of Owls and I want to see how the bad guys, the new bad guys,
turned into Nightwing. The Robin is gonna be.
Well, okay, so you have Dick Grayson, which is Nightwing. Yes.
Which is this Robin though? Which Robin's this one?
If it's the way it looks like, it should be Damian.
Really?
Yeah.
Damian Wayne. Why would they? But they're not even going. Oh, actually, maybe.
Because
I guess Batman looked old in that trailer.
You have the Red Hood, which is Todd.
And
Todd's old already.
Yeah.
Then you also have Batwoman that, remember, she gets paralyzed.
I guess if
and
they
she
are
was in a
going based off
wheelchair.
of the timeline, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have Batgirl that was in a wheelchair, but now she's fine because you see the wheelchair in the trailer. I'm like, oh damn, the Oracle got her legs back. So that's why I'm saying that's Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Damon Wayne.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So Nikki, this is not the second one. This is not the second Robin.
No.
Yeah, it makes sense why they.
Because
Dick
Grayson's
would be
older and Jason Todd is old. He's an adult.
Yeah.
And he's got that's him right there. Jason Todd. So I'm excited for the game. I don't what you're telling me right now is just blowing my mind as far as the hit
watch
points
it
and all
after
that.
so I can get your thoughts on that.
And then yeah, I like riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a scene in the trailer that I liked where you have Robin's.
We'll have to see more coming from this. I don't think they showed off any like. Oh no, wait, no, never mind. I was thinking of Suicide Squad. Yeah, and I was.
That's perfect. You know, a year from now, I still think that's you're not announcing it too early or too late. I think that's a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
It also gives them time. Okay, go for PS5, Xbox Series X, and then have a scaled down version. I don't want them to do a scaled down version then scale up.
Then scale up, yeah.
Especially for 221. If you have games that come out this year and early next year, okay. But if it's a late 2021 game, I'm sorry, just make it for the new console.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
If you don't like it, I'm sorry. It's time to move up.
Mm-hmm. Which going into the next game, which is purely for next gen consoles, and the one that I'm more excited for
because it's got the better pedigree.
Because it does, and
Rocksteady has not let us down.
Rocksteady has not let us down.
They have a better pedigree. I have to say. I'm not saying that Origins is not. I love the Batman Origins. For me, the WB Montreal is a good studio and they make good games as well. But from what we've seen before, Rocksteady has killed it.
Yeah.
With the Arkham series. This looks amazing. It's funny the way it started too.
It's so funny the way it starts. Yeah, Harley just laying on the.
And if the game looks like this, dude, if it looks like this,
if anywhere remotely to this, it would be phenomenal.
I was watching this. I'm like, dude, this looks freaking amazing.
And the way, what's the shark guy's name? Do you know the shark guy?
Shark King.
Shark King. The way he looks too, and the way he was talking, and they were talking. Dude, it looks great.
Boomerang too looks cool too. The way.
And then you see Deathstroke jump off the building and do the explosion off of that. I like
the way they kind of also change the characters a little bit. Deathstroke kind of looks like an Iron Man almost, and then you'll have Boomerang with his.
Yeah, I feel like they do have. Where did Deathstroke have? When did he first come out with the white mask? The white with the red eye. Was it Injustice?
I think so.
When they first gave him that?
Yeah.
Because like the first time in a video game was, I think it was that in Injustice. So he has the same look here. He has the white mask with like the red eye type of thing going on. Mm-hmm. So he's not going over the classic look.
Yeah, the black and orange.
Mm-hmm. So like you mentioned, if this game, and I think if they do add, who knows? And we can maybe see co-op here. We can maybe see they switch characters, maybe like in Knights, where you switch two characters, maybe. So it's gonna be really interesting to see more of this in the future for sure.
Yeah, it
kills the Justice League or something.
Kill the Justice League. So from the trailer, looks like Brainiac took over the Justice League and took over Metropolis, and so that's the other cool thing. So one takes place in Gotham, in an open world Gotham game. And this one looks like it's an open world Metropolis game. Yeah. So you have two different backgrounds in the game. So I thought that was cool. And just I was wondering because I go to that Suicide Squad and they have to take out the Justice League. I'm like, game about bad guys? That's kind of weird. But now it makes sense because the superheroes have been brainwashed by Brainiac, so they got to take them down. Now, how do they take down like Superman?
That's what I was thinking in my mind.
And I'm sorry if they have to try to take down my man Green Lantern, he's gonna wreck all of them.
Goku's gonna purposely fail the mission where he has to beat him in a boss fight.
Yeah, Green Lantern's my favorite character, and he should be able to wreck all.
I will say this is the first time I think Rocksteady has done a game with the sun out.
Who said that?
No, myself.
That's pretty
I
good.
just thought
It's
about
true.
it because I'm like, dude. Now that I think about it, all the Arkham games, you never saw the sun. It was always nighttime.
That's kind of like the freaking Justice League movies. Like how many movies? It's always the Justice League movies. They're all dark. They're like in the
That's every like live action
CG movie.
every live
That's how
action
they hide
DC
it.
movie. Yeah, that's how they hide the CG. You just make the scenery darker. So
Like
don't gotta
they
worry
showed
about
a
it.
scene when Wonder Woman is fighting Chitara,
Mhm.
and
Aquaman a lot because
the
like,
Aquaman's the
because
water
like
scenes
the way
are freaking awesome.
yeah, the way Atlantis, like, that's why I liked Aquaman. Was a great change of pace when it came to the DC movies.
Yeah, because the other movies, dude, everything's like pitch black. But it's true. The same thing with Rocksteady. It's funny because all the games happen at nighttime.
at nighttime. I mean, I don't think Batman comes out during the day, so it makes sense.
So is that a way for so the evildoers to get one over at Batman
They
by,
go-
by
they
doing
go out
crime
there.
during the day?
They go out during daytime. But yeah, so those were the two games that came out from DC fandom this
Something that
weekend.
disappointed me that I said to you was that the Suicide Squad actually comes out in 2022.
Oh yeah.
To me, it feels so far away.
It feels far away, but I'm telling you, we're gonna get to the like launch trailer, and you'll be like, "Oh damn, it's already here!
Dude,
It's
I'm
coming out
just-
this week. What?
I'm just hoping this Earth's still here. I'm hoping I'm still
Hey,
alive.
if we finish 2020 season, you know, we get to pass this level.
We gotta find a time. A freaking
Everyone's
warp.
like, guys, we still got like
warp pipe.
wave 9 and 10 coming, so we're not done yet.
I'm
so
trying to
funny.
find a warp tube so I can skip the rest of this year because
For
man, I
real.
had shoulder surgery in June, coronavirus in July. It's been a rough summer for me.
Oh man, yeah, it's crazy, but that's the
Something
way.
good that's gonna happen this week is actually next week we're actually gonna stream from a convention.
Oh yes, that's a good thing to mention.
We're gonna be at UltraCon in Fort Lauderdale, and so sometime this week we're gonna have to do a practice run of a remote stream. So we're gonna do one of
Yeah.
those hopefully maybe Wednesday or Thursday, so we can get everything working.
Squared away for Saturday.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure you guys tune in. It would be from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. We'll be streaming out through intervals throughout the day.
We got a couple of different things we want to try.
We have
out.
things planned. So just make sure you guys, are on Twitch and YouTube, and you guys will probably get the notification. Put the notification bell on both things, so that way you guys know when we're live. And we will be more than glad to interact on live with you guys as well,
Yeah.
and with the people there. So it's gonna be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
we got Prodigy and our PR president Nikki. She's gonna be. You guys are gonna be walking around, talking to cosplayers, asking questions, and doing different things. We got a couple of different segments we're gonna try out. Hopefully they work.
Yeah.
And
So it's gonna be fun.
yeah, I can't wait.
It's
I'm-
gonna be our
I'm
first,
excited.
our first con being as an exhibitionist. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be a nice
Introduction.
experience and a nice test and introduction to everything. So
Something
yeah.
something not so nice that's happening. It's like World War III happening between Epic Games and Apple. What is this all about?
Dang. So let's say I give you 10 pieces of candy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since you have 3 kids, they take, three pieces of candy. Now you're left with 7. Are you still happy about that?
When you do it like that, I'm still okay.
You're still okay.
But when
Okay.
you- when you-
let's say you give it to some random guy that's asking for candy.
No, my thing is if you worked and you bust your butt
for the 10 pieces of
and
candy.
you made $1,000, and someone just wants to take $300 away from you, that's kind of egregious. But at the same time, I understand Apple. That was the agreement, though. It's like I'm giving you an avenue to make the 1,000. So I'm giving you a way to make the 1,000, but you got to give me 30 back,
Mhm.
30% back.
But even then, though, Apple still, their platform is made for like open, like to put open, your software on there.
No, but the agreement is you can put your software in our Apple store, but whatever you make, we get 30%. Steam works the same way. So it's an agreement that happens at the beginning. The thing is that the brainiacs at Epic Games, they found the way. They're like, hey boss, I found the way how we can keep the 30%. We're gonna do this in our UI, so then we can sell the V-Bucks directly to us, and we keep all the money, and
Yeah.
Apple gets nothing. And that's where Apple got pissed. They're like, oh, so you figured out a way to kick us out of
So
the
so
way
you're gonna play it like this now.
yeah.
So
Now guess what? Next time we do an update for the SDK, you're not getting it. You're not gonna get none of this stuff because you're faulting on our original agreement. So I kind of understand Apple, but I also understand Epic because they're the ones that came up with the Fortnite thing and they want to keep as much money as they can. So now they're going back and forth and something happened with Fortnite. They did an event for like
so today, if you guys don't know, Fortnite's been doing like tournament cups like monthly for a while now, but they did this big one actually that happened today, and it was like a big tournament, whatever. So they advertised this as how many apples you could eat, in the sense of like how many bad apples you could eat, in the sense of like what place you're in, how high you can get in the tournament. Because it was advertising against what's going on with Apple. The video you guys are seeing in the background was a hashtag free Fortnite like advertisement they pulled out 2 weeks ago. But today they would allow you, if you get like the top, I think 12,000 in the tourney, you get that skin of the Apple that's right here talking that you can see right here in the screen, which is a nod to Apple. You got the piece bitten off, but he's like a bad businessman, like an evil businessman.
I don't know if you know this. This is a nod to the first Apple commercial.
1984.
Yeah.
Because they say here too, it's like,
okay.
Let's not make this 1984. This is 2020. And but yeah, so if you're the top 12,000, you get that skin, and if you're in the top 1,200, they're gonna give you that skin. They're gonna give you a hat with the old Apple logo. I mean, with the old Apple like rainbow stripes, but with the llama from Fortnite, and it says "Free Fortnite" on the hat. And they will give you some gaming hardware, $1,400 worth, from Apple competitors, which you can just say it's really anything other than Apple.
Yeah.
So Sony, which would be a PlayStation, Alienware laptops, so stuff like that. Samsung. So, I mean, Epic is just going all out. They're all in for this, and it's funny because
my question to you that I made to you at the pre-show is how much money do they make off mobile? It's got to be a significant amount of money they're making. Making off of the mobile.
I mean, yeah. If you think about it.
Well, they're having a problem with Apple, but they also have the same problem with
Android. Android, yeah.
Because Google doesn't like that they got cut out of the. Imagine if they make $1 million a day. That means Google's making 300,000 a day
from just them.
Yeah.
It is a lot. It is a lot. I mean,
and this comes on the same week where Apple announced that their company's worth $2 trillion or something on the market.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's an immense amount of money. But I mean, yeah, here it's just one thing I was thinking about. I'm like, this is just like it's a battle between greed. One wants all this money, another one wants the money too.
Yeah, it's not it's like a big like a David and Goliath. This is like Goliath and Goliath.
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Because it's not like it's like a little like a Super Meat Boy going against Apple.
Yeah,
it's like Epic makes a ton of money.
It's Fortnite, which is the head honcho, going against Apple.
Who would have thought like when Fortnite first came out that it would be like to this point? That's crazy.
We always think back to it because we were founders. Like we bought the founders pack.
Yeah,
There's no Fortnite.
We played the non-battle royale.
Yeah.
And we built our base, and we had like a little maze.
We did our missions. Oh, we did the maze while the traps. I remember. But yeah, it's just so funny to see this happen. But I mean, you know what though? It's smart in the sense of, more exposure. This is just giving Fortnite more publicity.
They're in the mind share. Everybody's talking about it. Even the radio's talking about it. Like Sports Talk Radio brought it up. Like Fortnite's trying to take down Apple.
Yeah, I mean, it is big news. And even bigger news. and I told Kuko it was coming, and he
I
didn't
didn't
want to
believe
believe
it.
me.
I did not
He was
believe it.
kind of denying me. I'm like, Kuko, I know it's coming.
I didn't believe it would happen. I didn't
Look at it
think
right here. There he is. Well, he's an old man now, but
the man, the myth, the legend. Why call him Zero?
it's because I guess they don't refer to their.
Okay.
Because it's because Sam Fisher's his name, and then you got your operator name.
Okay, I guess like Valkyrie and her
Yeah,
real name is
Valkyrie's Megan, and her operator name's Valkyrie.
I can't wait till Tuesday to try this guy out.
I can't wait. Well, actually, not this Tuesday. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh, what? I thought it was this Tuesday.
No,
When is it?
no. I think it's in like another week, maybe.
Not just
think
try
another
him
week.
out. Just try out like Rainbow 2.0.
Oh,
because
the
there's
changes are
just-
immense.
They're like, we're gonna bring Sam Fisher and a bunch of other crap.
Yeah. Which actually I want to kind of read through some of them because apparently there was a huge, and I mean huge, dock nerf in this patch. Which I don't know, but did you get to see the entire? You got to see the video, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think of his ability, or you want to go down through the abilities?
I thought it was a great idea. I don't think that well, I have to try him out. It doesn't look like it's something that's overpowering, but at the same time is a game changer for you to be able to shoot into reinforced walls and to be able to see on the other side. Everyone that plays Rainbow will tell you the most important thing about Rainbow is not just the shooting and all that stuff, is information. To be able to relay information to your teammates, to be able to pinpoint different traps and stuff is a paramount thing for you to be able to be successful in Rainbow. And that's what he brings, the ability to do all these things. His gadget with the combination of pinging 2.0, the combination of the two, I think is amazing. The fact that he can take out a gadget with each one of his little darts, I think it's helpful. And you could also take out downed opponents as well with one of his darts. I think one for each camera that he puts up. I think that's a good number. I don't see it changing into like a 2 for each one because I think that would be too much.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. In the sense of, I'm glad it was just one. I'm glad it wasn't a lot. I'm glad it wasn't like 5 or anything like that, like a Twitch. He has, I think, 4, which would be great. You got 4 new cameras.
You can place them underground on the walls.
The ability to go for the camera to go through walls that, I mean, if they're reinforced, he can't. But the ones that are breakable, the floors that are breakable, I think would definitely, like you mentioned, allow a whole new level of surveillance. To gather information, and I think it's because there's so many changes going on, because there's so many things being added. You got the change that you've been seeing of Chalet. You see that map, it's been changed a bit. It got reworked is what I'm saying. You got the new op, and then you got the changes on the sights, which are crazy. You can color your reticle to whatever color you want. You can change the intensity of the reticle. There are now like 4 new types of sights added on different magnifications from like 1 point to whatever, and there's a lot of changes going on to people. So real quick, Maverick is now getting an extra blowtorch canister. So Kuku, you mean making more Swiss cheese in the walls?
Yes, yeah.
And so yeah, they're gonna add 4. It's 4 new sites. They're changing the ACOG as well, a bit. They're taking out vote to kick, so vote to kick is not gonna be in the game anymore. But I think they're adding the secondary hard breaching gadget, which you saw is that little square like mat thing. One thing that I was very, very surprised to see was that Tachanka didn't get mentioned.
Yeah, is he coming in this one?
That's what it's not mentioned anywhere. Not even
He
on
was
the patch
supposed
notes.
to.
Because apparently, so he was supposed to, because this season's not gonna have an operator. Like we mentioned, it's only 0, which is Sam Fisher. And what's up, Glitch? Thank you for the cheer. So yeah, 0 is gonna be the only op in the season, and the rework Tachanka was supposed to be quote unquote second, but he got he didn't get shown. And why is that? Why is that? I thought my man Lord Tachanka was gonna be bringing in the heavy guns with the
The
fire,
grenade launcher.
the fire grenade launcher and all that. But I'm sad to see that they didn't show it off. I wonder what's happening. It might be, I don't know. Why would they hold it back?
Yeah, not mentioned.
That's the weird thing to me. They didn't say anything in the reveal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And this comes out in a week or two, so if they didn't mention it, probably Homeboy's not coming.
probably isn't coming. So we'll
Probably
see.
gonna
I
stay
mean,
his old.
are we gonna get 3 operators in season 4 then of this year? Cause jeez, that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, me too.
Every time they do stuff to Rainbow, it does change the pace. And they bring some changes and tweaks that really do change the way you play. Thanks for the cheer, Glitch. Amazing spaces. Nice to see gameplay on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. We try. It is our coming back from, especially Guko being sick and all that stuff. It was rough, but
really rough.
we're glad to be back.
So yeah, I'm excited for all these changes, the new ACOGs, the new sites. I'm excited for the new reinforced braking. That's gonna be cool. I'm excited for the new Ping 2.0 where you could ping different gadgets and cameras and mats and traps and stuff.
Yeah, dude, that pinging system was something we've needed for the longest time.
Yeah.
and I'm glad they're
and also
doing
when
it.
you ping an operator, it'll say like operator 1, 2, or 3, so you know the first one is smoke.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That, like I said, information is big. Another thing from Ubisoft is they're reworking or remastering Prince of Persia.
Yes. I personally never got to play Prince of Persia. I think I was too young.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like
I don't think you were born.
Oh, if you're talking about the original?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm thinking of. Oh no, I'm thinking of Sands of Time.
Yeah.
I think is what I'm thinking about.
The
yeah.
Dagger of Time was a great game.
But yeah, I mean, to bring this game back for people that haven't played it like me, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of their classics, so definitely I think
I'm
it's good for
surprised that
UB.
they went away from it. Because
And they didn't continue?
Yeah. I guess because Ubisoft went into that open world sandbox style of gaming, but Prince of Persia as a platformer was amazing, and being able to change time and all that, and doing different puzzles with the time manipulation. I love Prince of Persia. I thought it was a good game. I don't understand why they went away from it.
Yeah. So so far they really haven't mentioned much. They just kind of mentioned that they're gonna bring it back. I remember we talked about a rumor about it a while back, but now it's confirmed that they are in the works for this game. So we're gonna probably hear more from that later, maybe even this week in Gamescom. Who knows?
Yeah.
So
Something that's not a rumor anymore.
something is not a rumor, and to me it's amazing how it's worked, and I'll get to that. Is they pulled out the history buffs on this one. You know, they're like those who know your history. Call of Duty did their teaser reveal. What's up, Crap Rapper? He's saying Kuko just noticed me. He cheered. Thanks for the cheer.
Oh man, Crap Rapper, he got hit with the coronavirus for a while. Not himself, but he's experienced it, and he kind of helped me through it. A couple of days he wrote me, in the DM, and then I was able to talk to him, and he helped me through it. So I tip of the cap to Crap Rapper for helping me through those tough times.
Yeah, no, you guys, like we always say, thank you for being fans of the show.
Man.
Thank you guys for always supporting us. And
So
what we
Cold
do.
War.
So Cold War. So this is.
I know Hitman. I wish Hitman was here because I know he's super excited
He's
for this.
uber excited for this.
Hitman's a history buff, a gun nut, and this is just like right up his alley.
Yes, absolutely. So they showed off this little teaser. It's basically what you guys are seeing is just a bunch of clips from the Cold War era, stuff that was going on in in real life between the U.S. and Russia and all the other stuff going on in the world politically. But what was crazy, what was really cool about this is that there was, I think, a week or two beforehand, they sent a giant crate to some COD, like pretty famous COD YouTubers, and they sent this ginormous crate. And in that crate, they unboxed it. It said top secret on the top. And they didn't really say where they got it from. But they opened the crate. They got this old projector, like this old style projector with like film and reel or whatever. And they turned it on. They got this film, and each COD YouTuber got a different film that showed a different thing on the wall. And they all tried to work together and like through streams and piece the puzzle together. Yeah. They went to Black Ops 4 to a map from Black Ops 1 that they did in Black Ops 4. They found some Easter eggs or whatever, and they went in there. They looked at the times and they did a bunch of stuff, and they found this like code that was from a chess move from the first U.S. that won the World National Chess Championship against Russia in the Cold War.
Too much.
And it was crazy. They got the move code. They went and they looked it up as a website. It was a website where it showed this old TV, and these old TVs were added in Warzone into the map. And these were the same TVs that were in the website. And then they had a timer, and the timer was the day of the teaser. And then the teaser went live on all the TVs in Warzone. And like it's like immense.
Damn, this is like some
how long
Fortnite
of an Easter egg it was. They went so deep into. You know, I think COD did a fantastic job trying to reveal and do this because they just did a great job.
I like the pageantry. I gotta give it to them.
You know, it's really cool.
It beats all the just like just we're gonna put a trailer. I like the pageantry. I like the fact that they made people work for it and stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see gameplay of it though.
I can't wait either. I mean, if it's old Black Ops, you know, good grounded combat, real guns. Like you and I had the same gripes with Black Ops 4 because you get a gun and it looks like a shotgun, but then it starts like sniping or something, and you're like, oh wait, wrong gun. Yeah. But it's gonna be really cool to see Cold War. I mean, we haven't really had Cold War in a long time. Yeah. No one really ever explores Cold War. Yeah. Just because it is a long war though, because it's proxy war. It's not really a direct war. Yeah. So, but it's gonna be really cool to see
espionage. This. Are we gonna
Definitely.
have some like espionage?
Some spy missions. We gotta gather some intel. That's gonna be very interesting.
It's a Warzone's thing. They already said that.
Yeah,
right?
Warzone's moving over.
Okay.
No one knows. Oh, what's up, Nikki? Thank you for the sub. No one knows if
How come we didn't get the booty shaking?
Oh, because this was a resub.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I gotta look into that. I've tried fixing it.
Oh, okay.
But booty shaking.
I just love when Rick just.
But no one knows right now if Warzone is going to be like their weapons are going to be completely swapped to be Cold War weapons. People are saying there might be an event where a nuke goes off and the entire map gets changed into Cold War era and to kind of change it.
Yeah, kind of like Fortnite this season too.
Yeah. So I mean, if that happens, that'd be freaking awesome. That would be so cool. But now that we see
nuke falls and destroys them.
But now that we can see that COD can do live events because they tested it out with a bunch of stuff. The bunkers from like 2 months ago. Now with this thing was crazy.
Warzone's hitting hard. A lot of people love Warzone. I'm one of them. I think Warzone's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see more from this later. I mean, this game's gonna be launching this year in the fall, like usual Call of Duties do. So we can't wait. The reveal trailer comes out the 26th. So in just 3 days, on Wednesday, it's going to be coming out. So they're going to reveal gameplay. They're going to reveal the actual game itself now and stop teasing us with all these little videos. So that's going to be very interesting to see later this week. Now, going from gaming news, we're still going to continue on with that. But like we always have, plays of the week.
What happened with this? A patent for Apple Cloud.
See what happens when we're rusty? I looked at the screen and I thought it was the plays of the week, and I missed this right here. So Apple pulled out some more patents. Don't we love talking about patents here on the show?
Yeah, it feels like every week we talk about a new patent.
We talk about patents about everything, but Apple has patented some Apple Cloud gaming service trying to go down, which xCloud actually came out this past month, if I wasn't incorrect. Yeah. And apparently it's been working well. Maybe we'll see if we can get our hands on it and try it out again after we did play it at E3 about a year ago. Yeah. But yeah, so Apple seems like they want to step into the streaming gaming service market.
Did Apple Arcade work out?
That's where I lie with this. My opinion for that is the one for this.
Yeah,
did Apple Arcade take off?
I know a couple of guys that got Apple Arcade, but because they're like Apple, lovers.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel mainstream people jumped onto the Apple Arcade bandwagon. And the games that are on there, maybe like 2 or 3 games were worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that worth making a whole Apple cloud?
I mean, if you're the one mentioning they're worth $2 trillion, I mean, I think
but they're worth $2 trillion because of their MacBook
Yeah.
Pros and the MacBook Airs and their iPhones and
I mean,
iPads.
who knows? Again,
But that's my thing. The people
I
that
don't
buy
know.
Apple's products, I don't really. No, yeah, I guess they kind of bleed in.
what do you mean?
Like the people that I think of, like Apple fanboys, like my friends, family that are Apple fanboys, they're not gamers.
You know, I
But
agree.
I do, there's got to be some
There
crossover there because, a lot of
but at the same
friends
time,
that game do have iPhones, but they're not like fanboys for it. You get what I'm saying? Like the ones that I feel like are Apple fanboys are not gamers. They're more like tech people and.
I agree, and I mean, I just think also, what really hurt Apple. I mean, I don't what really isn't gonna let Apple Arcade take off, or what I in my mind also thought Stadia didn't take off also, was because people are already so established into a certain niche or an area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me personally, I will say, PlayStation. I've been established there. I have all my games. I have my account, whatever. I'm established in the PlayStation area.
Ecosystem.
Yeah, ecosystem. There you go. So I mean, it's kind of hard for you to kind of just jump to something.
My
new
thing is that
and
okay, you
start
want me to play Apple
branching
games? You want
out.
me to play on the Stadia? What am I gonna play there? Where is your Halo, your
Yeah.
Gears, your God of War, your Zelda, your Mario, your Link?
Yeah, what is
like-
the meat in your burger that you're offering?
Yeah,
me
yeah.
here?
Like you want me to taste this food? Where is the steak?
yeah,
So,
exactly.
like there were little games that just like Ouya. Ouya had Towerfall. Towerfall was an awesome game. I love Towerfall. It eventually came to PlayStation because it
It didn't work well.
it didn't sell enough
So-
in Ouya. They're like, dude, we gotta make money for all the time we spend. Let's go over here.
Mhm.
Same thing I think happened with Apple Arcade. A lot of the good games for Apple Arcade ended up going to Switch, and were
Yeah.
being able to be played on Switch. So I don't know. I don't think we got too many clouds out there. We don't need extra
Yeah,
ones.
I know we don't need extra ones. from,
Everybody stay in your lanes.
exactly.
Apple, make your tablets, make your phones, make your computers. Let the big boys make the games.
Let the big boys handle this one. No, I absolutely agree. Well, now going into where I was going to earlier was plays of the week. Guys, if you want to submit your plays of the week, remember gamebrosclips@gmail.com. Nikki, if you want, type that in the Twitch chat so that way people can, copy and paste it or save it for later. Just send it there. Send it with your username if you guys would be willing to do so. Either send the link of the YouTube video or the Twitter video or Instagram video, whatever it is you uploaded it, or send the video if you can directly. If you can compress it, that'd be great. Just send it there, gamebrosclips@gmail.com, and we will feature the top 3 of the week. If it don't make it, then probably make it next week. We like to be nice. So jumping into the first clip submitted by our man Retro. He's a Rocket League man, and of course he brings in the Rocket League plays.
That's another game that's been around for a long time.
And that was
Rocket
another
League.
game. Well, actually, we'll mention this a bit later. I'll mention this a bit later. But you see, Retro Drive with the wall actually gets his cars, all 4 wheels to touch the ball. So he can do a flip reset midair and flip again in midair and hit the ball in.
Dude, when I first saw it, I did not notice that until you said that. That is freaking insane.
Yep.
So he was able to reset his jump by touching the ball with all 4 wheels.
Yep. So it's like he touched the ground again, but it was the ball. So you can do another flip in the air.
This guy's a freaking magician
It was-
at this.
It was pretty nasty. Now, the next clip, it was submitted by Record, which was a clip that actually you were there to see yourself, and so was I. It was one of our first times playing Rogue Company.
Oh, okay.
And we were trying to get the zipline kills. And Record's like, watch this. Boom! Gets a nice zipline quick scope headshot on the last guy in that round. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty nasty.
And got a trophy for it.
Oh, and then wait, the rest of the clip, it's actually a shot. You remember when she went to defuse, but she went on the zip line and fell off? That was the rest of the clip. But yeah, so Wrecker hitting that nice snipe for us there as well. Um, and then going on to the next one, which was submitted by Bravo, another Rocket League buff. This was a 2v2 between Bravo and Retro, which we could say are the best in the Gamebros fam
Yeah.
in Rocket League. And here, nasty setup by Retro in the middle. And Bravo, great communication, met him right there and hit the ball at the nice angle. And
I don't know.
beautiful
I heard some
execution.
rumors that Bravo disowned Retro.
Oh, maybe there was some feuding in the team, you know. Not
Damn.
every team goes smoothly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Some bands break up,
You know, bands do break up. It is unfortunate.
Damn.
But yeah, so those
So
were.
you would not confirm or deny the breakup.
Yeah, I am. I'm not confirming nor denying. But yeah, so those were the 3 plays of the week. Thank you for those who submitted it, and remember, you guys can submit yours for next week as well.
Before you announce the next bit of news that we're going to talk about, I want you to admit and say I was right.
Did I ever say you were wrong?
Yes, yes. You said the
No, I
game was
did
going to
not.
be garbage.
I did not say it was gonna be garbage. I'm just saying, Guko, this game is gonna be good, but I don't know. I think you're hyping it a bit too much.
The hype is
Okay.
real.
But the hype was damn real, and we'll talk about the full.
I know the hype
later.
is real. When I was playing flag football yesterday for my son's birthday, my son's birthday is today. Happy birthday,
Mr.
Kiko.
Kuko Hoke.
We were playing football, and his friends from high school all wanted to hurry up to go home to play Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, not Fall Girls.
It's I forgot what I was gonna say. It's a phenomenon.
A phenomenon. We're gonna get into review later, but one quick thing we're gonna mention here is that my friend Pedro and Portal skins are coming to Fall Guys. So a nice crossover skins.
I think this is gonna happen a lot.
It happened this past week. Do you remember Enter the Gungeon?
Yes,
The bullet, the bullet that's
oh
in the
man,
in the
I
thing.
was able to pick that up and I did it. Another one is the jacket and the hat from Hotline Miami,
Whoa,
which
what?
is Devolver Digital.
Whoa, wait, no.
Yes.
Me and Antonio were talking about it when we were playing.
Yeah,
They've actually
they
when?
had it in the store, and I
What?
was so mad because I couldn't buy
No
it.
way.
Because I didn't have enough crowns.
No way. I wanted to buy that skin. What? That sounds fire. We're like, dude, what if they bring some Hotline Miami stuff into this game?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, we also heard that TF2 for Steam Fall Guys, they had some stuff as well coming.
Yeah, I know a lot of these big, Twitch streamers that play.
Dude, this game.
They tried playing Fall Guys. Well, on Thursday, they're gonna announce a lot of season 2 stuff.
For the season 2 of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have it that long. Might be some of these maps in the trailer because, well, we'll talk about the full extent of this in a bit. Let's move from, oh my gosh, another topic that we'll talk to the full extent. But, yeah, let's skip for Marvel, and we're going to go to BioShock right here. So we're BioShock, actually, this week, I was excited because I saw Google sent the link, and all I read was BioShock, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to go read this instantly. And it was a new BioShock. It's going to be confirmed to be taking place in a new
Environment.
environment.
No Rapture, no Columbia, just a whole different location.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, good because they gotta mix it up, man. They gotta change it up. I think Rapture, we've been there a couple of times.
I'm just ready to see a nice next new gen freaking BioShock just looking beautiful. Their environments already looked great back then. I love the way Rapture was. I love the way Columbia looked.
It's something that I like in video games that I don't know if you care or other people care. It's the sound. I love the sound.
Sound is hella important.
And I know Sony's put a big emphasis on 3D sound and the 3D chip for sound for their thing. So I can't wait to see a new world with new sound and listening to the music from the 60s or whatever.
Oh, I really hope it's not modern. You know that, to be honest with you?
Yeah,
I wouldn't want
it for it to stay during the same timeline.
Yeah, and maybe with an altered, where Columbia was a bit. They had the skyhook stuff. That's not realistic, but it still has that back then feel.
Yeah.
So I definitely I'm very excited to see that. And we're right now that's just
The
what
same
they
thing happened
confirmed.
with BioShock and Rapture. You had the little drones That
Oh, yeah.
wasn't around during their time, but it was.
Or even a damn city underwater isn't.
Yeah, yeah.
That couldn't happen.
So for it to stay kind of during the time, like it finally it feels like a time capsule almost,
Yeah.
and have still kind of futuristic things that wouldn't have happened during that time. I think is cool.
Yeah, absolutely agree. So we'll probably see more of that again later on in the future. So we're gonna jump into like a half news, half review type of thing because
Yeah.
we're just gonna stick it in there. So one thing we were gonna talk about today. Dang it, go on, go on. But Avengers now, so we'll review it, and then the news coming out is that we'll explain the news because it's short. So Marvel's Avengers is going to be getting Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Doctor Strange as playable characters.
The Sony
Later
people
on,
are gonna get Spider-Man.
with more. Yes, Spider-Man is exclusive to PlayStation Avengers buyers, so that's gonna be very interesting.
Is Xbox gonna get an equivalent?
What are they
Maybe
gonna
like
get?
a War Machine.
A war machine. I don't know, maybe. So we're gonna also hop into the review for this game.
You're reviewing the
I'm
trial
reviewing.
or demo.
I'm reviewing the beta that they had. They finally opened up the beta for, I believe now it's everyone. Yes, the 23rd. So not everyone's able to try this game. If you guys haven't tried it, they also did some updates this past week to fix some of the problems because they really needed to. But yeah, the beta did happen. I got to try it. We did get to stream it. If you guys got to hop on the stream during that time, it was Wrecker and I doing some missions. So
is it fun?
give me your questions, like your questions from
My
what
question,
you've seen.
most important, is it fun?
Is it fun? I would have to. It's hard because I would say yes or no. Yes and no.
Okay.
There are moments where it's pretty fun. You feel awesome because you got the superheroes, superpowers, and you get to use their abilities. It feels cool. But there's times where I will say it does feel tedious for a long, maybe like a past 2 hours, like 2 hours, or not even like an hour and a half into it. I kind of feel like square, triangle, square. Oh, R1 to use my ability.
Yeah.
And it's that's where it gets a little tedious.
So the combat is not engaging. It's more like a button smashing.
It's not super engaging as I would want it to be. Maybe it's because in the beta you don't have the full extent of unlocking your tree. Yeah, I did unlock some of it. I then started to learn the slides because I was using Miss Marvel.
But like, is the people that you're fighting against, are they just fodder that you're just coming and you're just like, okay, let me get these guys out of the way?
No,
or is it like a challenge where like, okay,
there's times where it is a challenge.
Oh, okay.
We'll say that they do have these mini bosses that are pretty cool. Like there's like these like more heavier robots and they have like these different abilities and different like ways. You could parry. Parry attacks, you dodge attacks, stuff like that. You're not just there, rolling in there and just, There is still some technicality into it. You got to dodge.
Still not Dynasty Wars. You're just like just walking in there.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. There was some cool things, I will admit. I remember the last mission of the beta, it was a big villain fight. And there was this ginormous AIM robot that looked like a giant crab thing, and what I mean by giant is it felt ginormous.
That's okay. Good scale.
And like it would slam with its like legs or whatever. But since I was Miss Marvel, and like I think Wrecker was Black Widow, but okay. So the thing is, you could do missions with 4 people.
So wait, before you fought, did they go like, "All right, ladies, they couldn't do it. It's women time." No,
No, they
like
didn't do
the
that.
Avengers movie? Okay.
They didn't do that. Miss Marvel is actually she's a girl. I don't know if you saw. She's a girl.
Yeah.
And she's like a fangirl of Avengers. She's written fan fiction and all that stuff. When they go into dialogue, it's pretty funny. But so yeah, so the thing is that like Hulk doesn't have a grapple ability because it's not his powers. All he has is jumping. And then I think that Iron Man. But the thing is that you can play as a squad of 4. If you don't have teammates for let's say 2 or 3 slots or 1 slot, it gets with an AI for the last hero.
Okay.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You can only have 1 hero per squad. So if I'm Miss Marvel, nobody else can be her. If he's Black Widow, nobody can be her. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's no 2 Black Widows.
There's no 2 exactly. So yeah, we're doing the mission. The boss fight was to me my favorite part. Wrecker and I mentioned how I think this is where it shines because it's really cool.
Yeah.
The way it was working. There was like power cells we had to break on the side, but in order to get up there, him or I had to grapple up to grab onto his leg and grapple up there.
So you had to work as a team. Like, you guys are going
And
to
there's
take care of
pieces.
this, and
Yeah.
we'll take care of this.
Yeah, the AI Hulk was kind of smart. The AI is sort of smart. There is some parts where it's fidgety, but the thing is that the robot adapted to how we were playing.
Oh, crap.
So we were destroying by standing on the leg would be like bent like a 90-degree angle. So we'll stand right here where we can reach the cool like the whatever we have to
So
destroy.
what, he straightened his leg out so you can't stand there no more?
So he would lift his leg and slam it against his body and close us and launch us off.
Oh, wow. That's pretty
And
cool.
then we would have to destroy cells on the top of his body. And then there was never electric waves. And he started shooting electricity over the top shell of his body. Like, it was pretty cool how it was working.
Okay, so it was kind of dynamic.
Yes. So there's that.
Okay.
The way it works is you go on missions, and the missions are kind of like where Borderlands go, like, RPG stuff, where it says you have to be this certain power level, because if not, you'll die instantly because the enemies are stronger. Because
Yeah.
you have the gear elements. You get gear, which isn't relatively hard to get. It's not that bad. It's not tedious to level up and like get better armor and stuff like that.
It's not like Terraria where you have to freaking scramble for like hours and hours and hours to get like a sword.
Let me
or
not
something.
get started with Terraria. Right.
I had to bring
I
it
am
up.
too much of a fanboy of Terraria. You don't
I had to
understand.
no, the Bastion beats you.
No. My vast knowledge. I can nerd out on Terraria all day.
I had to bring it up because it was so funny. Because for some reason, like
Wait.
It all started
How did it
because-
start? That's what I wanted.
it all started because Bastion wanted us to play Minecraft. We gotta play Minecraft. We gotta beat Minecraft, and I cannot play Minecraft for too long because the pixels and just the I feel like I'm wasting my life.
I agree
because,
with you
because
there.
there's nothing
I
to
agree
do.
with you
Like
there.
okay, like Bastion, like I tell my son Bash, dude, we built this house like 100 times, dude, and then I go, why don't we play something else? Why don't we play Terraria? He's like, but why that? I'm like, dude, it's cool. You get to do lightsabers. There's other weapons, and we could do. And then he's like, Dad, will you play with me if I play Terraria? I'm like, yeah, I'll play with you. And it became a freaking obsession every night when I had the coronavirus. We started playing Terraria every night from like 6 o'clock till like 10 or 11, 12 o'clock at night. And then he's like, oh, we gotta call Prodigy because I know Prodigy has his world and he's got weapons and maybe he can help us out. So we called Prodigy. I go, Prodigy, can you help us with this game? Because I don't get it, dude. There's so much crap to do. There's so much stuff to do. You don't know where to go, where to start. There's so many bosses, and how do we call these bosses? And and then we call Prodigy, and he's like, I'm gonna jump on, and then he jumps on, and then my brother jumped on. And my brother, when Terraria first came out, he played that religiously. Like I was playing other games, and I go, Richard, what are you playing? He's like, I'm playing Terraria. I'm like, dude, what's up with you in that game? He's like, my objective right now is to drain all the water. He was. I remember he took months just to drain all the water down to the Nether or whatever, the Hell World or the Fire
Dude,
World.
he I remember one morning, I'm like, Rich, what were you doing really late at night? He stayed up till 2 a.m. draining the ocean into hell to overflow hell with water.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. It's just what I don't like about Minecraft, at least how it is now. You can mod it on PC and all that crap. But I'm talking about base where you get, is that to me the vastness of it. There's not too much depth. When it comes to Terraria, you have hella bosses, you have hella armor, you have hella weapons you could
And it's
get.
challenging, dude. All those bosses are challenging. You just can't walk in there and just like, I'm just gonna just axe this guy like 2 or 3 times and kill him. Dude, like you have to plan it out. Like you're like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have like Bastion had a bridge and he put campfires all the way on the bridge.
That's the best.
So you can
best
heal
right
up
there.
and it is another game that's been out for years and still pushing out updates and content
Yep.
and stuff.
It's crazy. Well, I want to give a little thanks to Slava Boo for the follow. Thanks Farts Zealet for the follow as well.
They followed us because we talked about Terraria.
And Crap Rapper, thanks for the cheer, which came with a message. Did you know that if you buy Marvel's Avengers for the PS4, you'll get the PS5 version for free?
Oh,
That I didn't know.
I didn't
know they had a little
and the more you know.
smart delivery upgrade.
Smart delivery.
Yes.
Because the other delivery is complex and hard.
Oh my gosh. Slava Boo, we don't play Valorant as of now. We're not too heavy like PC gamers,
I've
just
been
because we only
trying to
have.
get it on my
Um,
PC, but I guess can I just buy it straight up now, or do I still have to do all that
I
mumbo
think you
jumbo
no, you
on
can go through
Twitch?
Steam and just get it. Now,
Okay,
dude.
thank you. Because before I tried to get on and cheer or do whatever I had to do to get a code, and I never got one, and I got tired of kissing people's butt for a code. I'm
And
like,
you're like, I'm good.
I got
I'll,
20
I'll
bucks,
wait.
dude. I'll wait till
for
buy
this
it
one.
later.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, going back to Avengers. Typical RPG elements. You know, you got your gear, power levels. Gear isn't too hard. Looting isn't that bad. Now here's where we get into other things which I was very nitpicky about. The map size of the mission is pretty good. You know, relative. You think of, oh, you gotta invade this base on a mountain. It's a nice big range of forest trees. You're going through everything. Now, frame rate problems up the yin yang
Oh, wow.
in this game. Like
that's why this game's been taking a while.
really weird optimization problems. Like you go into a batch of enemies, and Alex and I would probably Wrecker and I would try to like hit them, and their screen would just look like fuzz, like it was just like blur all over the place. The camera motion blur is weird. The world render distance, you can see the trees in the back are just pixels until you get close.
Damn, that's crazy because what we talked about at the beginning with the whole Xbox Halo thing, this is the demo. This is what you want the people to see and get their first impressions and say, hey, I want to buy this game. If the impressions are bad, then you're like, damn, is this another Anthem? Maybe I don't jump on this.
That's where
Like, I get it's a demo. I get it's not the final product, but you have to give me close to final product just for the demo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if you say, hey, Billy, Bob, Joel, Sarah, I want you guys to work on the demo. Make it as clean as you can, just the first 30 minutes while we work on the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That way, when they play the first 10 minutes, they're like, damn, this is good. I can't, you know, it's
wait.
like, yeah, I can't wait. They left me on a cliffhanger. I can't wait for the game to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
But if the things you're saying, it makes me not want to buy this game.
Absolutely. That's where I fall. I'm like, because these are things that I would not see this optimization or graphics or anything. This I would not call. Not even current gen nor next gen. This is really close to being like some like early PS4 or PS3 stuff.
Yeah.
Because the graphics are great in their cutscenes. The graphics are great in the single player. They aren't that bad because the single player is more linear. But when you go to multiplayer missions and you go to the vaster open areas, you can see where
And that's just with two
where
of
it
you.
looks
Imagine
like
there's four
it looks
people.
like crap.
Imagine there's 4 people
On
a team. Like
on
if
a
you had a team
team.
of 4 people.
It'll probably lag like crazy. Like the frame rate will probably just die.
I saw that on Instagram. You posted a video of a bunch of glitches, and my son Quito's like, Dad, you gotta check this out. I'm there like, I'm like, what is this crap I'm watching? And
yeah,
I'm like,
I mean,
granted, I was still sick and I was taking a bunch of medicine. I'm like, what
there
is this crap?
was a lot of stuff. I do like. I admire. I'm freaking. I love playing as the heroes. Awesome. Each hero has their own way of playing, which is really good, really cool. They all have their different abilities. But I just think, as much as people hated for the first delay it got,
Yeah.
I think it should be
You remember at E3?
delayed again.
Remember when we were at E3 that year, like 2 years ago now?
No, it was a year ago.
It was a year ago?
It feels like 2 years, but
Damn,
it's been a year.
dude. Okay. This year's been crazy.
Yeah.
But
So a year ago,
we'll-
and the
we'll-
lines for the
Yeah, no, but all the people, like, I don't know about this game. All the characters, they look so weird. Iron Man looks weird.
they had to actually change some of the models. They kind of pulled a mini Sonic. No one really liked how it looked, so they had to change a little bit.
Hey, it worked for Sonic,
But yeah.
dude.
I mean,
saying.
so my verdict from the beta, thus far,
Don't pre-order. Wait for the game to come out.
I will say that's what it's funny. Wrecker and I said the same thing on stream. We're like, we wouldn't recommend a pre-order if this game goes on a nice summer sale for PlayStation, 50% off. Then it's a nice buy. But we'll see. I mean, I know they did some fixes this week. I might try it out again once I have the chance to see if they fix some of the problems with it. But overall, it is a great, solid RPG. They have their elements well. Microtransactions aren't really there. They're there for cosmetic reasons. You can't buy upgrades or you can't buy currency for elements or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's good. You level up through playing the game, getting experience. You only playing, so that's great.
That's how Madden is. Madden's got microtransaction just for cosmetic stuff.
Yeah,
The new
because you know
Madden
once you get into
2021.
people that just buy their way up to leveling.
That's what happens with
and
2K. Like
crap
you
like
get all the guys
the
that are
overall
like
99.
95s, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm here struggling. To
Yeah, so I mean, overall they did a great job with that, but just optimization, graphics, and some of the way maybe the enemies could change a bit, in the way they come in, like their
waves.
sections and stuff like that, could be a bit fixed.
They update.
Yeah, so yeah, that is my verdict for as of now. Now for the next game, which Kuko, he made his prediction.
Yeah, Fall Guys, baby.
Fall Guys.
It's what I thought it was gonna be. A big streaming game. It's lots of fun, but it's not perfect.
It isn't.
Everybody hates the soccer thing.
There's little tip.
Everyone, even the
But
kids,
it's not perfect.
even the kids at the park
wait.
were like, "Dude, I hate the soccer event."
But it isn't. We're not. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not perfect because the game has its issues. Because I mean, day one, this game got flooded. Let's first mention this game is free for PlayStation Plus until a week. You guys got a week to get it.
Yeah, if you haven't got it, you guys are
which first
sleeping.
of all, this is what made Rocket League really big on
Yeah.
PlayStation and console was because it was free. And I think Fall Guys did excellent doing the same. Well, taking kind of the same route. But I don't think this game lacks because of the game itself. I think it's the people and the game modes, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't know what's your favorite game mode? What is your least favorite? And
My least favorite is freaking Seesaw.
okay,
I hate Seesaw with
I
a
see your
passion.
I feel your hate.
I like all the other events. I don't mind them. Like the soccer one, if your teammates all say, "Hey, we're gonna play," then it's fun.
Mhm.
It sucks when your teammates don't want to participate. Same thing with the tail game. The tail game is fun if people participate. If your teammates don't participate, that's the part that kind of sucks because you get screwed and you get
Yeah.
eliminated.
Yeah.
But all in all, I even Quito says this is his favorite battle royale right now. It's just goofy and fun, and what I like that it's quick. Like you can get into a match, try I didn't I gotta go do what I gotta do right now. Like it's nothing that invests you from a lot of time, and then winning gives you the same satisfaction. It feels so good when you win.
Yeah, because there's, like you mentioned.
Watching the trailer that's on right now, there's a lot of events that are on there that we haven't. I've never.
It's funny.
Played.
I'm staring at it too. These events look. This is trailer from actually a couple months before launch, and it's funny because all these things are all the same modes we have, but the way all the models look and the map looks is completely different. It's funny to look at, but
I saw that they were also gonna change where they're not gonna have 2 team events back to back, which I think is a great idea.
Yes, they should. I know one good thing they introduced a new final, where it's like the jumping bars, where the bars swing in a circle and you gotta jump over them. That's a new final, but they did it where the floor platforms fall. So they're relatively pushing out content and fixes. They did for those who played day one and couldn't play like we did because of server problems. They gave you guys a free cactus skin. But the thing is that overall they're doing a great job supporting it so far. Like Uko mentioned, they're already about to release season 2 content.
And
the battle
skins,
pass is
too.
free. It's all through playing the game.
Yeah.
The way you get the special skins with crowns is by playing the game and winning.
Yeah.
So I mean, microtransactions are for cosmetics. Like of course, there's no advantage you can get in this game. But where this game gets frustrating is players / teammates. You know, there's not too many broken things. There are some annoying points in Seesaw where your feet get stuck in the seesaw itself.
Yeah.
So you fall and you can't get up. But you're just.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think Fall Guys hit it out of the ballpark with this one.
Yeah.
They did a phenomenal job with this game.
And then the makers, Devolver, not the maker, but the publishers, Devolver Digital, and you're like, dog, your E3 conferences and this don't match. Like it's so weird. Like they feel like they should be on on one end of the spectrum on each side because. But all in all, like I told my sister-in-law Gaby, I go, this is a perfect game for Brandon, for young kids and stuff. It's just a fun little goofy game that I think that a lot of people would have fun with it. And the best thing, it's free right now.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
get it now before it's like 20, $30 because that's
It'll
what's
be
gonna be.
$20, which is still to me not bad.
Yeah, for all
Not bad.
the.
It brings a good amount of levels.
And the funny thing is, people like my wife that are not into games, they like watching you play because they like watching you fail or play or.
I will say that this game is a game I can watch other people play and not be too bored or
Yeah,
like
that's why
when
I
I
told you
lose.
it's a perfect streaming game.
Yeah, when I lose and I see like let's say Nikki keep going,
Yeah.
I don't mind watching Nikki like running
Yeah, and
around.
then you're like rooting for her, and that's what happens when you make a party together. And then it's like, oh, did you make it? Did you make it? Yeah, I made it. I mean, oh, okay, we all made it.
Yeah.
And then it's a fun little game. I think they did a great idea by doing it free for PlayStation Plus.
And boy, oh
members.
boy, are they gonna get money for this?
Yeah.
They are. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, overall, this is you must marry her as quickly as possible before she leaves.
Before she cleanups you.
Before she goes. Well, yeah. So definitely, if you guys have the opportunity to get Fall Guys, I would see why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
And going on to the next thing, which was actually a new season that came out this week for another battle royale, which is one of
Not
our
even
favorites.
just a new season. A lot of freaking changes too.
Yes. Oof,
And
season
for
6.
some reason, these changes have made me an awesome Apex player now.
I'm gonna have to somehow re-download Apex and play with you to see your amazing
That'll happen tomorrow. I got you tomorrow.
your amazing skills, man.
Dude, I've gotten really nasty. I changed my loadout, but we're gonna get into. Okay, first thing is Rampart. I love her
Amazing.
lines.
Amazing.
Whoever did her voice acting and wrote her lines, killed it.
I forgot who it was because apparently she's well known.
Dude, they killed it. Both of the combination of the writers and the voice actor. Every little line that she says always has me cracking up, and it's just they did such a great job with her. As far as her powers and her abilities, at first I was kind of angry that her shield breaks so easily. I'm like, dude, like really? But then at the same time, I'm like, when it's up, it's pretty OP.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you feel as far as the force field that comes up? Do you feel that that's too weak or too good?
I think it's pretty balanced in my opinion.
Yeah, okay.
Because like you mentioned, you don't like what's it called?
That the shield gets destroyed.
The shield gets destroyed pretty quickly, but I think the
Yeah,
trade-off.
Once it's up, it's up. It's get ready to roll.
Yeah, from the trade-off of the damage boost, which isn't insane amount, but if you land your shots, it does do It helps a good amount. And I think they did a great job balancing it out. You know, as a defensive ability, because we've known of the nerfs for Gibby's shield. It was a bit too strong.
Yeah.
We've known well, nobody really else has shields, but other than that, I think they did a great job so far. Again, I haven't been able to play Apex that much recently, but when I did get to play for that entire day, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was using her the entire time. I would say she's my favorite defensive legend.
Okay.
You know, I would definitely pick her up. What'd you think about her ultimate?
Her ultimate, it's awesome. I like it. I think it's good. I like the fact that you could put more than one down. I'll tell you a story. Me and Quito, we were playing together duels, and we happened to land right where the circle shrank, and we got okay loot. But what we did is that we got to the top of a building, and I put shields and I put torrents on each corner, and we just wrecked everyone. I had a torrent that would lead. You know how when you have the ropes, you would come into the door, or you would come.
Wait,
up the stairs?
where would you land?
It's the little town that's like next to lava, and it's like a broken building.
Oh, Fragment.
Yeah. So
did you land? Wait, sorry. Did you land with the one at the train station or the one with the construction?
The construction.
Oh, okay.
So we got to the top, and then what I did is that I shielded the rope when people come up, and I shielded the door so they would have to jump over, and I had a torrent there, so every time they would jump over, my son would just lay into them, and then I was on the top.
Nasty.
I was on the top, and then if he wouldn't get him, I would get him too. and then I had shields, and I had a shield in front of him so he could shoot through it, so it maximized his power, and we just wrecked it. And I'm like, I like this girl. I like this girl a lot.
Oh my gosh.
So I run her, or I run crypto like always, and
yeah.
and
So a lot of changes mentioning crypto. Crypto now has the ability. All scouts have the ability to scan the ring.
what I haven't had a chance to try. Can he do it with his drone?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, yes, he can.
Okay.
He can do that with his drone, and he can also respawn people with his drone.
Oh, that's new. Very nice.
I
I hope they do the one where the drone will follow him.
You always say that.
Oh, the other thing is something that a
Um,
lot of people did not like, which one of them's my son Bastion, was that the R99 got what do you call that, vaulted? Or
No, it got moved as a supply drop weapon.
Okay, so and why they're red now?
Yeah, they changed the tier to heirloom tier is what they call it.
Okay,
Because, you know,
so now is
just
it
to-
an heirloom weapon? Is
just
that
so
what we're
when
gonna
you
call
see a
it?
gold box, you can think of hop-up attachments, a full kitted gun with all the attachments,
Oh,
or
so you see a red
like a
box
shield.
is either red shield or an heirloom weapon.
or a Vol key. Yeah, so those three things.
They
now.
still have gold weapons though, but those
Yeah,
are the
full
ones that are
kitted.
not okay.
Those are like just all the max attachments on it.
Of guns that are not in the heirloom.
In the supply drop. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So okay, have you got to try the Vault?
My favorite gun.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about loadout changes. Loadout changes for this season.
Our 301, my baby, got. I don't know if they did anything or did not do anything.
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything, but for some reason, I'm wrecking people with that weapon now. And then the Volt is my favorite gun now.
Vault. Okay, I see.
The Volt,
Interesting.
I freaking wreck people with the Volt.
Interesting. Even playing as Rampart.
Even with Rampart.
Okay.
And I dropped my Prowler. It's still my number 3 weapon. But if I can, I look to run a 301. I was kind of upset because one of the days they had the 301 as a weapon that you had to make in the new thing that they added. Now you pick
I
up
was gonna ask
materials.
you about that.
They added new materials and they added the
Crafting-
ability of
crafting
crafting different
materials.
weapons. So every day they change the weapon that's in there. One time it was the Evo 8. One time it was a longbow. One time it was my 301. And I was pissed. My son's like, but why, Dad? You know you could go create one. I'm like, yeah, but dude, I got to run around collecting materials. And then I got to get to a station. The stations are not like all over the place. There's only like a couple on the map.
Mhm.
And then you got to sit there and be like, tick, 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 while like people start fighting. So it's like a risk reward.
What do you
type
think
of
about that?
thing.
If you tried to use it.
I have, because I had to craft the 301, and then when they had the devotion, I would go in there just to craft the magazine so I could put it on my Volt. So I like the fact that you can craft stuff and it adds like a meta to it.
Mhm.
I wish it gives you the ability to level up your evil, which I like the idea of the all shields are evil thing. Bastion
agree.
doesn't like it.
I agree.
Cuquito likes it. I like that.
I
like the fact that you can
shield
start
change
with no
is
shield.
enormous.
It changes.
It
the
changes
meta.
completely how you play the game.
Yeah. Even when
Um,
you land, you can kill somebody and then you evolve a shield.
Yeah, you always start with some sort of
Yeah.
you can evolve it to.
Yeah.
You don't start with nothing.
Yeah. Like sometimes before you would kill like 3 or 4 guys, then you get a shield and then you didn't get nothing
Yeah.
for it. At least now when you kill 3 or 4 guys, dude, you improved a lot.
Yeah, I think all the shield changes they did were great, because they mentioned in the notes is they want to lower the time to kill in this game.
I saw that too.
and
That now you can down people faster. I think that helps me a lot.
because they lowered purple used to be 4, now
Mhm.
it's 3. You know, red is now 4, not 5.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great thing.
It gets rid of the sponginess.
Because it gets rid of sponginess. It gets rid of, you know,
You
it
can kill
kind of
somebody
goes
with a purple clip and not have to. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Now I finished. Them.
Yeah, and they've been doing that over time. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, they took out fast healing from the gold shield. It used to be
Mhm.
healing faster, or lifeline. They took away her fast healing because they want to not have the game so much where people run, shoot, hide, heal, and they run, shoot, and it's like, You know, they want it to be quicker. They want people to kill squads quicker.
Yeah,
And
turn the games over, because that's what would happen. People would run, they would fight, and then they would wraith away, heal up, and come back, and then in that, or Pathfinder away, and then come back, or Loba. So now I think I feel like it's helped me a lot. That I get a lot more kills now. I win more because I'm actually downing people quicker. And back to the crafting thing. I like that you could craft stuff. I like that you can buy, you can level up your evil. You can buy like hit points, I guess, like 100 hit points.
100, yeah.
I like that you could buy ammo. I wish I could just buy ammo for the gun that I want. Like instead of, like, it happened to me that I needed just ammo for the Volt.
Oh no!
But I have my 301, so I kept getting light and energy ammo.
Whatever guns you're holding, it gives you
guns for that. I wish I can say, hey, look, I just want electric because that's what I need right now, instead of just both.
That to
I
me
think that'll come.
I hope it doesn't.
Why not?
Because I think that's a great way of balancing that crafting system. Because right now, I think that crafting system is perfect how it is.
Okay.
Maybe a little tweaks, but I think it's really, really good.
Not too expensive.
Leveling up your Evo, 100 hit points, completely fine. For 45 crafting, which is a pretty good amount. Completely fine. You trade in your Evo. You even take it off. I don't know if you've got to level.
Yeah.
You take it off, so there's a risk for crafting it instead of going to kill people.
You're crafting and you got no shield. You can get while it's making. You can get.
I killed someone like that. I'm like, Richie, they're crafting, and you see the little symbol in the building. I'm like, yo, the Pathfinder's there waiting, and I'm like,
oh, that's how me, Jimbo, and Quito got a bunch of kills. We're like, they're crafting, let them rip, and we just started throwing grenades and arc stars at the thing, and just destroyed them.
Yeah. Crap Rapper again with another cheer. He's saying, well, earlier he said I want to mention he's gonna stick with his 301 and P2020 will hop up. The P2020 did get a bullet buff. You know, they gave it an extra shot.
I need to play with Crap Rapper. He's been dying for me to play COD. I was sick. If he's playing Apex, it makes it easier for us. Apex is.
He just mentioned right now, just drop your 301 so you can get energy ammo. I have not tried that.
Oh.
I don't know if that works. I personally didn't try it.
That's a good idea. I'm going to try it.
So we're going to have to try that.
Yeah, see if that works. The only thing that sucks is that when you drop it, all your other attachments go all over the place, and your teammates are like freaking rats. So like, oh my God, you just dropped the freaking purple mag. Oh, you dropped this sight.
Adele, I would like to hear your opinion on why you think Apex sucks.
Hitman's
I think there's issues. I think there's some issues with Apex. I will agree, even being someone that likes Apex a lot. There is issues that bother me. But I think Apex is it's a pretty good game.
I think that the things that they did now make it more accessible.
Oh, dude, I mentioned, I think this has to be one of the best launches of a season.
The only thing that it also forces you to be more active. Because if you're not active when the final game, the end game comes, and you're you're blue or white, you're gonna get wrecked. Because the other teams are coming red or gold for sure.
Yeah.
So it forces you to be more.
That is why I like
active.
the change. You don't have the campers.
You have a lot of sniping because the
snipers do
level up.
They level the evil faster. I do.
That's what Jimbo does. Jimbo just sits there and it's like bing 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 bing. All right, I'm purple now. It does also create a dynamic of, do I pick up the gold armor or do I keep leveling this up? And I like when that happens because you're like, okay. There's that risk reward type of thing. So should I go with the gold and so I can?
And I also still like that they have evils on the ground.
Yes, because you can advance. The thing I don't like is that the gold becomes kind of useless. Because when you heal 2, but it's only 3. So it's like, okay, you get an advantage only on your first cell that you use, but on the second one it's like whatever.
Okay,
before it made sense because it was 4 bars, so you're like boom 2, boom 4.
So you want a nice 1.5.
No, what I'm saying is that to me, in my mind, I'm just sticking with.
You'll stick with a Evo.
I never pick up the gold. I rather get the extra 4 bars, and then whatever, I'll heal up, or I like now I end up carrying more of
Okay.
the batteries, so I could just go from 0 to full.
Okay. I mean, I do see the trade off. I mean, I guess this is the whole thing. You decide what you
Yeah.
want, and one thing I
What
was
do you
gonna.
think of the Volt?
Okay,
You
so
didn't
that's
say.
what I was about to get to. The Volt. When I first picked it up, holy crap! I was like, dude, this gun's good. This gun's broken. I liked it. I used it like first, like let's say hour, but after a while, I don't like it that much. In my
Why?
opinion, I think the mag size is too small for me.
Mm, yeah.
As much as the damage does compensate for the amount of bullets you have, because if you do land all your shots, you're ripping through the person. I just think I don't like the mag size, especially after using Rampart with the devotion. Dude, Rampart with the devotion.
But that
It's
being
freaking
said,
insane.
I was gonna say that when you got finished with the Volt thing,
Devotion got nerfed.
it's gonna get nerfed.
Yeah, yeah, I got
Big time.
nerfed already. This week they're working a way to nerf it even more or try to
Yeah.
rework it, because I would admit, dude, that thing was nasty.
When it
But
first,
nasty.
when the season first started, Bastion wrecked a squad of 3, and then 2 guys, and then got down by the 3rd guy. But he did it all by himself with the devotion. Just like
Dude,
he would craft it. It was one of the first crafting guns, and he crafted
Yeah.
the mag, the turbocharger, and everything. And he was just running through people like.
yeah, because the Devo was already enormously broken as a supply drop weapon late in game, and I don't think they did a good job transferring it back. And I think I don't know if you remember back in season 2 when the devotion was just as strong, and that's why they made it a supply drop gun. I think them bringing it back, they actually brought back like the season 2 devotion, and it was still just as broken.
I'm glad they brought the turbocharger for the Havoc back.
Yes, definitely, I agree. But I think
Because without the turbocharger, I would not pick up that weapon.
But I think hopefully some devotion changes, and I don't think the Volt is too broken. I think they might tweak the hit point maybe down 1 or 2, but other than that, I think everything that they've done
I
is
think
pretty
the
well.
Volt's it's a better replacement for the R99.
I agree. I do agree with that.
I like what they did to the Hamlock too.
hmm The Hemlock, now we're going into a monster here, because the Hemlock on single fire was pretty good. I didn't like it, but I know it's pretty good. Now the burst. Now I'm a burst boy. You know, I like using the burst, and they lowered the recoil, but that recoil change, I think they're gonna might revert it, because it is really really strong. And
They
if
also did the speed too. Like
you
it shoots
saw-
faster now.
the burst time is also lessened, and if you saw my little clip with the Prowler, Prowler burst is where it's at. And now that they lowered the recoil, oh my goodness. It is insane. It is
Nothing
so much.
beats a Prowler full auto, dog.
Prowler burst. I'm sorry. But overall, the changes to everything, the changes to the map are amazing. I think this changed World's Edge to be a way better map than what I like. I didn't really like it that much. I like Kings Canyon. But the changes were great.
World's Edge is the map. And they also announced that the next season will have a new map, right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm saying
Maybe.
it now.
You're saying
Kuko is saying it. There will be a new map for the next season.
Yeah. But dang,
They're bringing
dude,
the Halloween
this
thing
is-
back
This
too.
is I really hope. I like that mode. It was pretty fun. But yeah. So, what'd you think about the quest changes?
I'm glad that they did the whole comic book thing. Something we talked about.
Are you
I kinda-
kind of sad that the missions are gone, or you don't really mind? I know you're probably not gonna mind.
I had no idea that the missions were gone.
Oh yeah, no, it's just comic books.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken,
I prefer no comic. I
next you've
prefer
been
no
playing-
missions than the missions we were doing.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I
don't know if
was
there's
about to
missions.
tell you I can't wait till Tuesday to see what the missions are like, to see if they change them. But now you said they did by getting rid of them. So I do like to change, because I felt like the other ones were just a waste of time. And to be okay, if I pick up a box every day and I get to see some comic books at the end of the week, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
But
okay.
because I feel like picking up the boxes and then doing those half-ass missions were a waste of time.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
and I'm glad they did the comic book thing, because it gives it more life. Like seeing they're in the bar and they're talking about with Ron Part. Like
yeah,
that's what I wanted to see with the other stuff, and I would like to have seen the missions that we talked about, like where you're doing scavenger hunt stuff, where like, hey, they just remodeled this on the map, and you're like, oh, it's a new place, and then you go there, and then you pick up something, and that gives you a clue to some other place,
yeah.
and make it more dynamic.
I
Like
think
that.
they
If
probably
we don't
took.
get that, then I'd rather get.
I think they probably did take some criticism.
They're like,
and-
let's go back to the drawing board,
and
let's
they're like,
improve it, and then we'll bring
yeah.
it back out.
This
again
season
later.
we'll just have this replacement, which is pretty nice. It's a nice little comic for those who like it. And then next season we'll.
So,
Which I hope they
what
bring
are we gonna do?
animations.
We're gonna get all of it and then stream the whole comic book at the end.
Yeah, we can do that.
You could do your
We'll
voice
do that.
acting.
We'll do our voice acting.
You know what we should do? We should do that, and we should do it with your sister that wants to be a voice actor and have her do some of the female lines.
Hey, I mean, it can't work. It can't work. But yeah, so overall, those were the major changes. Anything too big? Not really. But yeah, I think they did a great job with the launch of the season.
I guess for the first week they're doing World's Edge, and then they're going to go back to the rotation.
This Tuesday, it's going back to the rotation. Which, thank goodness.
They did what Rainbow does.
Because-
They make you focus on the new.
Yeah,
Like,
because do you remember last season with Kings Canyon? Even though Kings Canyon, almost like the whole map got changed, but it was 2 weeks of playing it.
yeah.
There was a time where I was like, dude, I don't want to play Apex anymore
Okay,
because
it's
it's like
too
this,
much.
this is too much. But I like that it was just a week,
Yeah.
and we can go now. We're gonna be able to go back and forth on Tuesday. But overall, I think this has
There's
to
a
be
bunch of new
really
stuff
good.
that I've seen on the map that I'm like, hey,
What?
what is this? Like, this is weird. What's it about?
They did open up. They've opened up cavern tunnels, the mountains with tunnels, so you can like go from tree to this other place quicker, and go from Skyhook through Survey Camp quicker, and stuff like that.
I know they added like little things. I guess they're just to fill in the world to make it look more.
Yeah, the train is
lived in.
gone.
The train got wrecked. The boat, the Mirage
Mirage.
Express is gone too.
Mirage is gone. I wish they at least buried it. I wish it.
I
fell
wish it
onto
would
the
have just
ground.
crashed and they left.
I wish it crashed right there.
They did something. They just not just pick it up and take it.
Or maybe Mirage just went on his little voyage, and he left. He's like, goodbye. But
I know. Now can we? We're not. I guess we're not gonna have our Christmas event on the train because there's no train.
Don't say that. I mean, who knows? Who knows? We might have a Santa Caustic come out and give us some presents or something. But yeah, overall, great season launch.
Battle Pass.
What do you
I
think?
give it like a C-.
What?
The Battle Pass, dude.
What?
Come on, dude.
Okay, we haven't even mentioned some things. Okay, Battle Pass.
The Battle
C
Pass
minus.
does it.
I say B plus.
Why? Why would you?
Okay,
give it
no
a B?
B. Sorry, average B.
Why would you give it a B?
That Pathfinder skin.
Okay, one Pathfinder skin.
That Bloodhound skin.
Okay, okay.
I think the
Dude, you don't have.
you know where I will agree, where you also might agree with me.
How come
The
we're only
hollow,
getting
the
three
hollow
drops?
the hollow sprays
Where
to
are
me
they?
are freaking trash. Like not trash. I think they're not worth it.
But where do you get them? Like I don't.
In the
even
Battle
see-
Pass. There's
dude,
like 3.
exactly. There's 3. There's also like 3 drops for people.
Yeah. Okay, I agree with you there.
Like-
Now it's starting to look like a B minus. I'm trying to recollect.
You get what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of like
Those are a lot of room, and they use.
they use it on a lot of charms
You know
and
what?
weapon skins that are.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. Remember
they're
in the
trash.
chat? Remember in the chat when I sent the hollow
Yeah.
spray thing? I'm like, dude, these hollow sprays better replace the garbage weapon skins that we get in the battle pass. And guess what? They didn't.
Yeah, and
They
and
didn't.
a lot of banners like I feel that we could get a little bit more out of the battle pass.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see more hollow sprays maybe with cool things. I would like to see more drops, at least one for each character every.
Dude, that's a lot, Google.
What do you mean?
One for each character?
Or half the roster at least.
I think half is fine. I agree.
Because
with you
dude, 3 is like all you get is I think you get 4.
there. It's Revenant
Revenant.
in his death box.
You got Rampart with their gun.
Rampart with her gun. You got Caustic with the canisters.
And then you got
Bangalore
with the skates rockets.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like, dude, no
Yeah, that's
crypto,
it.
no,
Yeah.
especially some of the old ones. No Loba drop.
Yeah, Loba isn't getting very much at all
Yeah,
this
like
season. I do agree with you there. One thing I was gonna mention was I don't know if you got to play Bloodhound. I know you don't play Bloodhound, but I don't know if you got to try him.
does.
Did
A
you
lot,
get to
that's
see his
his main.
change? His change is super strong.
As far as
If he's in his ultimate, his scanning ability gets cut in half on the cooldown. So it's literally like 5 seconds until you can do it again. So you're constantly freaking scanning.
That's crazy.
It's super strong. They only buff Bloodhound. I've never seen a nerf to Bloodhounds ever since like season 2. Ever since Crypto came out, I think also as well. And the Pathfinder passive is complete garbage. He's still trash. Every scan that you do on the beacon, it lessens the cooldown of his zip line.
Yeah, but how many scanning things are there on the map?
Exactly. Thank you.
And in between,
It makes his passive even more useless. You know, like now everyone can use it. Now all the scouts can use it, and Crypto can use it with his damn drone.
Yeah.
Now this guy only gets some like percentage up change, like
and in between your uses of it,
yeah, that's so garbage. I'm so.
you're still hurt.
I'm still hurt, man.
Yeah, we know.
I wasted too much. I didn't
Yeah.
waste. I used too much of my.
We know you feel it for the past.
But yeah. So honestly, great changes this season. Oh, I haven't got to since I haven't played much. I haven't noticed the difference of Gibby's change time with Bangalore's, because Bangalore now gets hers faster.
Okay.
Her drop, and Gibby's gets his way longer.
I still think that it takes too long to blow up. I've seen guys kill
You think
a
the
whole
ability
squad.
is still?
I've seen guys kill a whole squad and run out before her Bangalore's go off.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't checked Gibby's, but I don't know if they changed it. But I think his
No, it's because what they
should hit
did is
harder.
they changed the cooldown.
yeah. So they didn't
we'll see.
like the things that I still bother me about those two characters they haven't fixed yet.
Yeah.
Because I think that Gibby's airdrop should damage more. I've dropped them outside when there's guys there, and so I don't know how they dodge, but they don't even get hit by it. Like
Yeah. I agree, but so far, I think it was pretty good.
yeah,
I agree with the issues. Same thing, Battle Pass. I completely forgot about some of the things. I think they could have done a bit better. But yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out.
yeah. I would like to see the event that they do with this whole theme of that.
It seems like car racing or mechanic themed.
Yeah, because all the
for
banners
sure.
have cars and bikes.
Yeah, and this guy, Bloodhound, his skin, I think it's called like Drift Legend or something like that. And it's so.
Are they gonna bring
everything's very
cars like
car-themed.
Fortnite did? Are they gonna bring cars and vehicles? Some off-terrain vehicles?
I hope not. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting to see everything coming out. I feel like Bangladesh missile should explode on impact. Crap Rapper thinks they should explode on impact.
I think that would help.
I think either impact or lessen the time it takes to explode on the ground when they already get stuck in the ground.
Because dude, the first thing that people do is like they fall and you're like, okay, let me walk around. Okay, I could stand here. There's no damage there.
Or even, you know what would make it crazy? If they all drop.
I like what
if
Crab
they all
Rapper
drop
said.
that
They drop-
once.
Oh, instead of the
Because
zigzagging thing.
Because if you look and if you happen to pay attention to the way it's coming down,
That's how they
you
blow
know
up.
how to dodge it, or you know how to escape it. But if everything came down at once, you don't know which direction it came from.
Yeah.
So, that that'll be crazy. But yeah, so those are the reviews for the games that and little updates that we had this week. Kuko, any closing remarks?
Yeah, just
for
check us
comeback?
out on Saturday when we're at UltraCon. Wish us luck. Hopefully we can do good. Hopefully we can find some more fans there.
And this week we'll probably have a test run. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys if you guys want to tune into the test
And
run,
help
you
us
can
and
do
help
that.
us, fix all the glitches in the test run. But yeah, so I'm excited to be out there, meet some cosplayers, local celebrities from South Florida. Can't wait.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I know we've been gone for a little bit. It's been crazy, but we are ready to hopefully get the ball back rolling for you guys. Thank you guys for keeping, supporting us and always being here. And thanks for the new people that joined us today and even cheered us on and stuff like that. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
And remember that. Just remember that we're gonna be having that event this Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so make sure you guys tune into our social medias at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at Gamebros _show. And like we always say, live in your world.
playing ours. Gamebros. Peace.
Peace.